Hi, my name is Brooke Johnson. I teach at Centennial Middle School. I teach 7th and 8th grade language arts. And just quick on some feedback that I give to them on a daily, weekly basis. I think about it in two ways, informal and formal. So informal for me is more informative, both for me and for the students. The two main kinds I use are exit tickets at the end of class a couple times a week, normally 2 or 3 maybe on a good week, and then Google Comments and various writing assignments that they do. For exit tickets, it's most of the time I'll have them grab a sticky note, write their name on it, and write a MLA in text citation or write a sentence and circle the noun, something quick, a skill that we've worked on that day. And I will lay them all out in front of me in kind of a looks good, needs work, and really needs help kind of grouping thing. And I'll use that in different ways. Sometimes the next day I'll have their sticky notes set up in the classroom and I'll have them go find them and talk to them individually in groups. And sometimes I just write right on the sticky note and give it back to them the next day. More often than not, I would say 70% of the time, I do give them the sticky note back with feedback on it, or I use it in the next day with feedback. Very rarely do I just use it for me and then throw it away. So it's always something that I'm including them in as well, so they get they get the actual feedback from the process. And the other part is Google Forms. It's just a little bit easier. It really depends on if we've been using computers that day in class. But it's normally just a few questions with the same idea. The thing I like about Google Forms more is generally there'll be a right answer, or I'll turn the charting information on where they can see it. And then right away, they either know if there was a right answer, they know where they stand, or they know where they stand in terms of the rest of the group using those charts. And the last thing, Google Comments, I both use for formal and informal, and those are a lot of the feedback that I give is writing based or skill based, having to do with writing. So those most writing assignments we do when we start them, I have them share them with me, so I have access and I can check on it every day or two and put comments in there, and that helps me see day by day their progress and to catch little errors and kind of tell me what I need to be doing in the next few days, or just split into groups or individual. And that's very similar to the process with formal feedback as well. Is as I grade a paper or a project or something like that, I'll use some kind of Google or other commenting tool to just keep track of things they need to work on. And then the other formal feedback I do is conferences. So I've been trying to grade more papers and then sit down with kids and go through them. That way they, instead of just getting the paper back and throwing that sheet of paper away once they see their score, we can actually talk about skills and areas of improvement. And Google Comments do the same as well. So either one of those, I either sit down with them and go through them with the students, or I wrote all your comments, now this is your time, next 10 minutes to read all my comments and ask questions. So that's a little bit about my feedback. I hope that helps. Yeah, that's all.